Hello everyone. Today we will continue the second lecture on the second chapter of the geography, which name was the Inside the Earth. So let's begin. I was discussing in the previous lecture that whenever the magma try to come over the surface of the earth, and due to the some process, if the molten magma get solidify inside the earth also, so that is known as the intrusive. It is known as intrusive igneous rocks. And when the molten magma comes over the surface of earth and it's get solidify, it's known as extrusive igneous rocks. For example, basalt, it is the extrusive igneous rocks. And do you know the southern portion of our India, means Deccan Plateau and the southern peninsula, is basically formed by the basalt rocks. Basalt rocks. And what are the examples of the intrusive igneous rocks? We can take the example from the granite. Granite is the example of the intrusive igneous rocks. Uh, Rocks roll down and break into the small fragments, and these similar particles are called diamonds. What they call diamonds means whenever the rocks roll down, it's break into the smaller particles. They know the diamonds, and when these sediments are transported, compressed, and hardened to the found layers of the rocks, these types of rock are called sediment. Means due to the temperature, due to the change in the temperature and the pressure, due to the change in the temperature and fractions, if the igneous rocks broken down in the small particles, small parts, this is known as the sedimentary rocks. This is known as sedimentary rocks. Again, igneous and the sedimentary rocks, these both rocks again also can change to the metamorphic rocks under great heat and the pressure. Great heat and the pressures means if you read the igneous rocks, then the sedimentary rocks and the metamorphic rocks. Igneous rocks can be changed into the sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks can be changed into the metamorphic rocks, and again the metamorphic rocks can be changed into igneous rocks. Only we have to do is to have to change the temperature in the pressure of the rocks, and this is not can be done in the single day. By the way, it takes millions of the years to be done. Okay, we can we can take the example of clay. Clay changing into the slate, and limestone changed to the marble. Clay is what? Clay is the sedimentary rocks. It changes it to the slate. It changes it into the slate, and it means slate is the uh, slate. Clay is the sedimentary rocks, and it changes it into the slate. Slate is what will be metamorphic rocks. Same way, limestone is a sedimentary rocks. It will change to the marble. Means it is the marble is a metamorphic rocks. Understood? Again, the changing of the one type of rock into the another type of rock, then again another type of rock, it's known as the rock cycle. It is known as the rock cycle. Whenever the molten magma cools, it solidifies to become the igneous rock. As we know, whenever magma will be cooled down inside the earth or the outside of it, it will make the igneous rocks. Intrusive it can be, or second extrusive also can be. And when these igneous rocks will be broken down, it will converted into the sedimentary rocks. Then igneous and sedimentary rocks, when will go under the heat and the pressure, they will change into the metamorphic rocks. And when the metamorphic rocks are still under the great heat, and if we put the metamorphic rocks under the great heat and the temperature, it will again converted into the igneous rock. Why? There is the so much heat, there is the so much pressure. Due to the pressure and the high temperature, they will get the burn, and when they will the burn, the volcanic process will happen, and all these small particles, all these small types of the stone will get burned, and they will they will fire and volcanism take place, and again igneous rocks will be formed. Understood? Rocks are the made of the different minerals. What are the minerals? Minerals are those things which are undergrounded. These are the naturally occurring substances which have the physical properties define definite chemical composition. Means they are the naturally they occur in the nature by itself. They have the some physical properties, like if we take the example of the coal. Coal is what? Coal is the mineral. Coal is the mineral. Coal have a physical property, like it's look like the black. Then it have the chemical composition, means it have the C symbol C, means C carbon, the chemical composition. Then we can take the example of the petroleum, diesel, LPG, natural gases, etc. There are so many things. These are basically are known as the minerals. Minerals again can be divided into two portions: metallic minerals and the non-metallic minerals. Metallic minerals means by which minerals we can get the metals like silver, metals like aluminum, copper, gold, and of course iron. If we have an iron stone, we have an iron ore, and we are trying to extract from that ore iron, that that is known as that are known as sorry that are known as metallic minerals. And if we are extracting coals from the river basins, we are extracting the petroleums like diesel, petrol, kerosene. These are the also minerals, but they are not in the form of the metal. That's why they are called non-metallic minerals. Understood? Here is the picture of the rock cycle. You can see here is the sedimentary rocks. First we start with the igneous rocks. Igneous rocks goes under the, this is the igneous rocks intrusive. Its crystallizations, then the magma comes up, then the metamorphic rocks form, the sedimentary rocks. Again the weathering process happens. Weathering process happens means igneous rocks weathering process. Weathering means due to the raining it's broken down, and then it transported by the water or the with the wind. Then deposition takes place, then the lithification, then the sedimentary rocks found. Then again sedimentary rocks changes into the metamorphic rocks. Then metamorphic rocks, whenever the melt, it will melt and it will convert into the magma, and magma will come upon the earth. It will change in the igneous rocks. Here is the end of the chapter. Again in this next slide, again you can understand igneous rock, sediment will be sedimentary rock, then metamorphic rock, again magma, igneous rock. This is known as totally rock cycle. Hope you understand all this chapter. So thanks for the listening. Have a good day. Bye bye.